Hey guys, how's it going? It's Python. Welcome back to some more winhero. We are back talking about the Blue Lock collab because the trailer, well, not really the trailer, but the preview for ISAGI has dropped. His skills are here, as well as his animations are here. We're gonna take a look at those first. Actually, we probably should do that. Obviously, ISAGI comes tomorrow together with the Blue Lock event. Rin should be here in a week or two. I forget. I still forget. I think it's 1 week, maybe it's 2 weeks, I don't know. I think it's 1 week, so next week he should be here. I just forget that always. Anyways, we're gonna be live actually tomorrow for the release, so I'm gonna schedule the stream anyway, so we're gonna be live. But yeah, let's first of all take a look at the animations. They did post them on their YouTube and on their Twitter. I am gonna just look at it on Twitter here. Let me just go to the animation first before we take a look at the skills. Here we go. Hopefully this is not too loud. Let's play it. It's so funny, by the way. The intro and outro are pretty cool, and the alt is pretty cool, but these are so funny. Like, he just does some keepy ups and just hits him in the crotch. But yeah, that's the buff skill there, and then this is the alt that we looked at even before. And then the outro animation is sick as well, like the wind animation. Like, it looks awesome. No, please don't play again. Right, let's take a look at the that looks sick. I mean, I think the attack move is a bit funny looking, like the ball comes out of nowhere and it just disappears as well. But overall, I think like the actual animations, like the intro, the alt, and the winning animation look really good. I really like those. And so does the art, to be fair. But we are just gonna skim through this one. We've done this before, it's been a while actually, but we are gonna take a look at this skill, starting off with his alt. Of course, he does have two passives. We'll get onto that in a moment. But his alt, let's start off with that one. So his alt deals 1200% damage to an enemy, and gives you a piece for 90 seconds. And if you are in adaptive state, we'll get into that in a moment, what a piece is and what adaptive state is. You deal an extra 500% damage. So this is his alt. We're gonna see a couple of other skills that improve his SP, so he can actually get his alt a little bit quicker. I actually don't think it is a skill. Maybe it's the scene card. I might have overlooked that, but I might have forgot that. But let's move on to alright, here we go. This is the piece explanation. So this is what a piece is. A piece can be stacked, and it increases your power by 5% while it lasts. So during the effect that it says. So this one gives you for 90 seconds. The alt gives you one piece for 90 seconds. It's like a puzzle piece, right? That's the point behind it. Moving on to the next skill, which is skill 1, which is just an attack skill. So well, it's not just an attack skill, actually. It inflicts knockdown on an enemy for 3 seconds and deals 200 damage. And when this is active, if you are in the adaptive state, you deal an additional 100% damage. So this is just more attack. It's a knockdown for 3 seconds, which isn't really a lot, but yeah, giving you an additional 100% damage is quite good if you are in adaptive state. So nothing crazy there, just a knockdown is always nice. It's always nice doing status effects rather than just damage. He's a blue attacker, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it. I might have forgotten, but yeah, he's a blue attacker, as you can see there, quite clearly. And then moving on to the first passive, which is his vision. It increases damage by 25% for 30 seconds and gives yourself 2 pieces for 90 seconds. Yeah, that's quite good. This is his skill 2, so this is not a passive. This is gonna activate. That was the animation that we looked at, the second animation that we looked at. Moving on to the passives now, and this is where it actually all comes together. So let's start off with the first passive, which is called Egoist from Blue Lock. At the start of the wave, it gives yourself the Egoist status, which we'll get to in a moment, with 20% of power for 90 seconds. So what it does, it is actually explained a little bit later. When you click on it, it gets explained. Oh my god, just tap on it. There we go. So this one actually increases attack power and movement speed during the effect time. So this is at 20%, I believe. If I go back to level 1, please, it is 20% for 90 seconds. So it will increase his attack power and movement speed by 20% for 90 seconds. So yeah, that's actually quite good. They're just like doing the names differently now. We looked at it. Here we go. This is the other passive. Here we go. When the number of pieces, and this is the one that gives you the adaptive state. So when the number of pieces that you have reaches 5 or more, only once per wave, you enter the adaptive state. This is what it's called. Maybe it's the flow state. I guess that would make sense, right? And your damage is increased by 15%. Maybe that's what it should be, the translation. And your damage is increased by 15%. So what the adaptive state or the flow state does is explained in a moment when we tap onto it. So it just changes your skills. That's it. It literally doesn't do anything. The skills themselves tell you what they do with when you are in that state. So the ult does an extra 500% damage. This one, the skill 1, does an extra 100% damage, and I don't think skill 2 does anything. No, skill 2 doesn't do anything. So skill 2 gives you 2 pieces. Yeah, skill 2 essentially just gives you the pieces, right? I don't think anything else does. And the ult obviously gives you 1. Yeah, so skill 2 gives you 2 pieces. So let's actually get into the scene card first. Now, skill 2, essentially you want to use it 3 times, or you want to use skill 2 twice, and then the ult, and then you enter because the ult also gives you 1 piece. So then you enter the flow state and you get the buff on your other skills, including in the ult. But if you already used the ult, how are you going to use it again? Well, that is where the scene card comes in handy, because the scene card says each time an ally receives a buff, it reactivates every 10 seconds. You recover 70 SP. So you can do the ult again. Essentially, if your teammates, if your allies are getting buffed. So this is actually quite a good scene card, quite important, I think, as well, just to get his ult a second time after he enters the flow state. That would be the best. And also, if you go back actually and take a look at here, you can see there that there is another scene card, and this is the art. I don't know if I actually can pull it up. Let me just pause this for a moment and try and pull up the art if I can. Okay, here we go. This is the picture of the scene card that was leaked a bit before, and I don't think there's a better, like a cleaner version. So sorry guys, it's a bit blurry, but as you can see there, it's Shidosai with Endo and Takishi. So this looks sick as a scene card, and as you can see, it's there at the bottom. So it will be a scene card, like an event exclusive scene card, most likely, or maybe it might be from the it might actually be paid. It could be the paid one from the match streak, right? What was it called? It's the game streak, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I'm getting my terms wrong. But you know, the more games you play, the more objectives you get. But it's from the paid version. So yeah, that could be unfortunate if that's the case. So yeah, I got really hyped when I saw that. Obviously I made a post about it, but yeah, it's very unlikely that we'll get more than 2 characters. So Isagi and Rin, hopefully they come back with more some other time, but I don't know. I mean, getting Shido and Sai would have been amazing, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, again, please tune in tomorrow for the gacha video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.